In previous video got cut. Previous video got cut or cut short, and that's fine. That's perfectly divine. I love you for all that you are. Sharing the love and abundance that I am through the magical gift of holding God's frequency, God's light, God's love, pure unconditional love, the purest form of love that I never knew existed. I didn't know how to relate to. And it's the work that a light worker does, is to ensure that they remain steady in their ability to love unconditionally and accept all walks of life just the way that they are. Try not to battle the opposing force with negative forces. Battle the opposing force with love. Because again, you're not playing the same game they are. It never was about the game. You're just you being you. And so while you are busy learning your highest frequency based on your desires, what you enjoy feeling, as you continue to choose and to enjoy your experiences deliberately, intentionally, then you are going to see a magnified result from those efforts. It's vitally important to place your focus in deliberate places for you to benefit the most from. It's what a gloriously beautiful Taurus full moon we've experienced, right? When people are referencing how they could possibly be perceived as someone that might be under the illusion of falsehood, what does it all mean? I mean, what if that could be you, under the illusion of falsehood? I believe there's layers to everything, and there is layers to the falseness of how you perceive reality, and there's also layers to the truth of how you perceive reality. There's layers with everything, anything and everything. Because you are abundant, the abundant layers are ever present. It goes deep when you are intentionally healing thyself. So sometimes when you express yourself as an influencer, and you are influencing people to expand on their infinite expression of self, sometimes that could be perceived as someone who is not benefiting self, I guess, in a way, to some extent. But in all actuality, the one that is perceiving their own reality is the only reflection of truth that is right for them, or more resonant for them. Resonant. It's like a resonance of energy. So that's in resonance with them. And they are the ones that create that, not the others that are projecting onto them. And those projections do play a role, however, depending on how aware the creator is of the reality. The one who is perceiving their reality based on the mapping and the programming in their mind. Because of those, and everything is, a response. We have a programmed response to everything. Then usually the general response systems that we use for the rest of our lives are created by the age of 8. So if you had any traumas or situations that were not pleasant when you were younger, a lot of your programmed responses to hardships the rest of your life are pretty similar. So if you are not in happy, healthy relationships, then they're going to be reflected as such. So again, everything outside of ourselves is just mirroring back to ourselves what it is that we need to heal in ourselves, what it is we need to see in ourselves, what it is we need to love within ourselves, what it is that we can do to grow exponentially from the levels of healing and development and advancement in self-awareness through the exploration of going deep within yourself to see what original wound is triggering you today. What is the original cause of it? And you heal that, and through forgiveness, you forgive those. Sometimes I fall into the depths of understanding self when I speak of self-awareness, and it really does run deep. It's like, wow, whoosh into that moment of the unlimited potential of self that you can explore. You are that which is completely unlimited in your potential. You are absolutely you are a walking, talking, magical miracle, just awaiting to express its abundant self in all that it is, was, and could be. The magnanimousness of self, and how pure and open and loving that is. It is so freeing to express self so openly, so unrestrictively, in the unlimited vastness reflection of self. And the perceptual worldview that I share with people is extraordinarily abundant in its nature and its essence. So this is why it's vitally important that I share the perspectives that I'm seeing in others and how vastly amazing they are, and how I word it to the people that I'm talking to, that I'm connecting with, letting you know that your vast abundance is right now. Your expression of you and all that you are exists today, not tomorrow, not after you have to do something to prove that you are now being earned it or rewarded with it. It can be just you now. There is that parallel version of you that exists now, that already sees what you can imagine. 10:01. So the beginning and the end, and the end and the beginning, it is the same. The message there is that the end is the beginning and the beginning is the end. The deaths and rebirths to you are countless based on your epiphanies of how expansive you are in your discovery of your limitlessness, of your infinite potential. You are a walking, talking, magical miracle who needs to express yourself as the abundant version of all you are in its potential to achieve anything and everything that could possibly be imagined. This is that which is your expression. And I am meant to speak upon how people can draw into the reality, the closer to the infinite expression of self, as they explore themselves through the infiniteness of creation, of nature. That is one method through nature. Nature is a beautiful gateway, a beautiful segue, a beautiful link to the expression of creation in its organic form. And you are organic, just as organic as all of creation. And you connect with the organic aspect of it so that you can really feed into the expression of the abundance that you really are. You are the most beautiful expression of you that you could ever be. So don't let another tell you who you are. Only you can. You interpret you for all that you are is a blessing that you're giving to the world. Because the world doesn't know all that you are unless you do. So what is your gift that you can contribute to others in an energetic way that monumentally helps and impacts the whole without you even need to talk to another human? Is you finding you, accepting you, loving you, allowing you, approving of you, validating you, if that's what you all need. But it's all done on you. It has nothing to do with anybody else. You are the perceiver of you, which perceives your reality, and that's what makes it a private classroom for masters. It's privately your own eyes, which uniquely sees it the way that you do. So that is a gift of you, and loving others for their uniqueness in that same expression. And that's how we can fall in love with, and diversity and make it all inclusive. Yeah, the diversification of our ability to love one another for differences. Don't hate one another for differences. Love one another.